Hi, hello. My name is Gwen, and I'm with Avalon Visions in SoCal, California. And what I wanted to do is quickly tell you what we're doing here at Avalon. Upcoming events, fun stuff. So what we're doing is once a month we have a psychic fair. 2 times a month we have a tarot class. We also have a women's group that meets monthly, and generally we have readers, we have healers, we have crystals, we have all new clothing. And some costumes. So we've really kind of come a long way in the last couple of years. And what I am going to do is tell you the dates on some of these things. On in the far off future, in August, we are doing a Reiki 2 class. Let me go back to our calendar. So that'll be on August 16th. Reiki 1 and Reiki 2, those are going to be all day events. You're going to have to sign up for them soon so that we have a head count. On the 9th of August, coming back this direction a little bit, we are going to be doing a drum and rattle making play shop with Don Schultz. He was coming back for that. And I think the very next day he will be here for our Psychic and Healing Arts Fair. Now, the cool thing is that's 2 months away, so this is plenty of notice to tell you that this is happening. We have a Psychic and Healing Arts Fair coming up in July on the 13th. You know why it's coming up in both July and August? Because it's monthly. So every month on the second Sunday of the month, you'll see people in the parking lot of the shop, and they'll be doing things like reading, tarots, decks, oracle cards. Somebody does henna. That's Jen DeMore. She's very good at it too. And we're going to have people that do oracle decks, tarot, and arts and crafts, handmade things, some crystal wraps. I'm not sure who's doing what for the summer months, but you'll find that there will be a nice grouping of people out there doing various different things. Then also, we're doing a tarot class every other Thursday, and I think it's every even Thursday of the month. I should say that. So that this month it's going to be on the 12th, and then again on the 26th, and then in July, coming up in July. Yes, this is time notable. Eventually, I'll delete this video because this is talking about this month, and this is in 2025. Then on July the 10th and on the 24th. Jen DeMore is leading a women's circle on July 19th. On June 19th at 5:30 p.m. And so that's a good one. And then also too, we're doing some of the creative spirituality fellowships. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them every Sunday coming up through the summer months. I think I'm probably going to not do those every single month. Anyway, for what's coming up in the next several days, we have a lot of people that come in as practitioners, and I'd like to tell you about some of them. Our healers come in. We have 3 to 4 healers depending on what you want. Tara Kelly, she's one of our Reiki practitioners, and she's the one that will be teaching the class in August. She does on Tuesdays, she does Reiki and or readings, and sometimes both. Andrea Teskey does a ancestral healing, and she's very good, and we'd like to see more of her. It's like a generational healing. Let me get that right. Michelle Deering does our readings on Wednesdays, and she is doing something called Akashic Records healing. It's a reading, but it can also be very healing, and so she's trained in other modalities. So that's another option. Jen DeMore does Reiki, and she's very energized and energetic, and I think you'll love her. So she's our healer on Thursdays. And as far as the readers go, if you go over to if you look at our website, avalonvisions.com, it's kind of an old-fashioned one. You can go to the tabs on the top and find out where our healers and readers are. On Sunday, Aneth does intuitive readings and tarot consultations. She's very good. She's been doing it a long time. Ella Anderson is young. She hasn't been doing this a long time, but she's very good. She's our Monday reader, and she's an astrologer, and she does tarot, and she's cute as a button, and I think she's really competent, and it's cool to see somebody a little bit younger, like we get old, it's like, your problem's old hat. Anyway, Tara, again, the person that I said does the healings on Tuesday, she is also our card reader, and she's here on Tuesdays. So you'll find her in one of the 2 rooms because we have 2 rooms for that. Michelle, again, she does the generational Akashic Records healing. And so usually she uses the reading room, but sometimes I think she crosses into Reiki. I'm not sure. But you can ask her if you come in, and you can do that. And on Thursday, Aneth also does readings. She does 2 days of readings, and then she switches off sometimes every other Thursday with Michelle. And I'm not sure that, as I'm looking on her website, if I have actually made that clear on the website. So that's something I'm going to need to edit. As of right now, I've been reading on Fridays and on Saturdays, but over the summer months, I'm probably going to bump it down to just reading on Fridays. So, and then filling in elsewhere, because I don't really want to read every single weekend. I don't necessarily want to be here. So you'll find that there's a full group of people that come in and do their practitioner, whatever their thing, and there's a little link to their pages, and you can actually book a reading here. As far as the services, the group room, if you want to teach a class, call me. You can call me, and if you call me, I will probably be able to tell you what the rates are. We're really reasonable. We try to get people in here and make it as affordable as possible, so you can rent the room. And there are pictures of our group room up on our website. So come on and see us for those things. But also remember that we are a full service store. We also have a lot of the same products that we had when we were in the village. We have quite a number of tarot decks in our store, and some local oracle and tarot decks that are really not easy to find anywhere else. We have a lot of books. We have a whole, I think I said this, but I could have said it in one of my trail videos. We have a whole full line of clothing. We go from small to 4X, and somewhere in the middle, most people fall. We have some costumes and cloaks and things that, if you were a guy and you needed a cloak, we're probably going to get more of those in. I think we have a couple left still. We have jewelry. We have a full line of oils that is our shop line, and then we have some of the same ones that we've been carrying all along. We have a lot of really pretty crystals, a lot of pretty jewelry, and the streamers that we used to have out in front, we've got those in again. So lots and lots of things here to choose from. And if you haven't been in lately, you probably should come in. You probably think, oh, maybe we kind of cut our merchandise back when we had everybody was closed for COVID. I didn't want to be sitting on a lot of merchandise if we had to close. And so I didn't add in a lot of what I might have added in, had I felt very confident about what was happening. But it's back. What I did was, I'm only going to mention the tariffs this time. I wanted to make sure that we had a lot of the merchandise in, so that if I couldn't get some of the cool clothing that comes out of India due to tariffs, that I had at least planned ahead. So my tariff clothing is in, and I got it before the tariffs started. So hopefully you'll find what you want, and you'll come in over the summer and love it. So this is June 9th. Hope to see you in here sometime this month. And remember that when it comes to New Age stores, if you like us, come in. If you don't like us, it's okay not to comment on the video. You can do whatever you need to do. But the other thing is, if you love us, come in, because the difference between a store being successful could be $5 from everybody that knows us. And that's, you get something, and we pay an employee, so it employs people. Also, I want to say two other things. We have a little mini library that you can borrow a book from. Somebody very recently borrowed several books and brought them all back, and I was highly impressed because they were things that I wouldn't have thought of checking out. But anyway, we have a little mini library in the group room, so some books that are a little hard to find. And also, for those who have extra or those who don't have enough, we keep a food cupboard on the outside of our business that is totally and absolutely supported by the community. And that means that if somebody has to have a snack, they can go to that food cupboard and maybe find some food. It isn't always full, but if you're watching this, it doesn't matter if this is 2 years from now or now. Please remember that if you have extra food, somebody has less food than you. And if you put it in the cupboard, you're helping everybody. So I try to clean up my cupboards at home like once every couple of weeks and bring in what we aren't using or what's soon to expire or has just barely expired, as long as it's not something that's gross, and probably not a good idea to put meat in it or something that's going to spoil. But just so you know, do that. Support the community. And it's not just the New Age community that it supports. It supports anybody that, is local and needs a little help. Anyway, y'all have a nice day and come on and see us. Thanks.